Skyblock content on YouTube used to be incredible. I and many others would get so excited when one of our favorite YouTubers uploaded. Now, I don't watch Skyblock on YouTube even though I create content for it. So that begs the question, what happened to Skyblock content? I should preface this by saying this is not an attack on any YouTuber's content, but rather an observation and critique. As a content creator myself, I believe we can all strive for improvement, and I hope the creators mentioned take this as an opportunity to reflect on their work. I want to emphasize that this is not a personal issue, it's simply a critique and an opinion. Also, I'm not saying that all new Skyblock content is bad. Thank you for watching. Over its lifetime, Hypixel Skyblock's content scene has completely changed. Many of the original Skyblock YouTubers who once ruled the platform with their unique approaches have become inactive, leaving a hole in the community and the game. In their absence, a new generation of creators has emerged. The old Skyblock YouTubers created content for the game out of passion, but the new ones only do it for clout and money. This is incredibly apparent based on the quality difference. To understand why the newer Skyblock YouTubers struggle to capture the same spark, we need to go back to the beginning. When Skyblock first launched, it was an instant success. Skyblock was magical. There was no better feeling than getting on YouTube to see that Technoblade uploaded a new Skyblock video. Skyblock's appeal is that there is something in it for everyone, and everyone can enjoy playing at least one part of it. Some of the pioneers at this time were Technoblade, Timedeo, Palikka, Deathstreaks, and 30virus. These YouTubers didn't just play the game, they pushed their unique flair and creativity into it. Their videos ranged from breaking the game's mechanics to making a hypermaxed aspect of the Jerry. Come back, Palikka, we need you. What made their content so compelling was not just the gameplay, it was the narratives they crafted. Technoblade's dry humor and incredibly witty strategies were incredibly appealing to new viewers, while Timedeo's content was only useful for fairy souls. People liked 30virus because he felt like the opposite of the two aforementioned creators. Every time he uploaded, he was trying to prove that he knew how to play the game. In all seriousness, these creators knew how to create content that made the game feel both exciting and accessible, transforming complex mechanics into entertaining narratives that left audiences wanting more and enticing viewers to play the game. For instance, take Technoblade's legendary Potato War series. Not only did it showcase his incredible commitment, but it also engaged viewers with a gripping story about competition, rivalry, and community involvement. The stakes felt high, and viewers were invested in the outcome, cheering for Technoblade as he battled against I'm a Squid Kid. His videos in the series told a story, cracked some of the funniest jokes to date, and were incredibly well put together. Technoblade never dies. Now, let's contrast this with modern Skyblock content. While the new wave of creators is certainly active, many of them tend to follow a more formulaic approach. The focus has shifted towards showcasing net worth, often instead of a more imaginative or exploratory content like we used to have. This shift may cater to a more casual audiences, but sacrifices the depth and creativity that once created the community. This is the main reason why Skyblock is dying on YouTube. Most videos these days are made like this, prioritizing quantity over quality. Nitroze serves as my first example. He uploads 3 to 4 times a week, yet his videos often feel dull and lacking in substance. In some cases, they even contain misinformation which can lead to confusion within the community. His videos are 10 to 20 minutes long and explain a topic that could be easily explained in under a minute. He is using these videos for ad revenue and watch time, not to mention that the information is often wrong or unimportant. When players receive incorrect information, it spreads like wildfire, creating misunderstandings that persist among players. This trend of prioritizing quantity over quality is becoming increasingly common in the current climate of Skyblock content. Next, let's talk about ModernSoldier. He is often seen as someone who makes videos to appeal to newer players, but this comes at a cost. Experienced players tend to disregard his videos because they recognize the inaccuracies, yet newer players are drawn in by his editing style. They become hooked without realizing that the information presented is misleading. His guides use wrong items, and this can lead to many players feeling stuck and ending up leaving the community. This kind of content can contribute to a cycle of misinformation that ultimately harms the community as a whole. New players' reliance on these creators can lead to a lack of critical thinking and understanding of the game. If they see a creator they trust presenting a strategy or idea, they may not take the time to verify its accuracy. This is concerning because it can create a culture where misinformation thrives, ultimately diminishing the quality of the player experience, especially in an environment where these unreputable sources have tens of thousands of subscribers. These shifts in focus can be attributed to multiple factors. Firstly, there's a greater emphasis on statistics and monetization. New YouTubers are often driven by the need to generate views and revenue, leading them to create content that attracts clicks rather than high-quality material. This often results in a repetitive cycle of videos centered around similar themes and challenges, lacking the innovative edge that characterized earlier content. This approach encourages clickbait tactics, which can be misleading and untrue, further diminishing the trust viewers have in creators. Secondly, the complexity and depth of Skyblock have become a double-edged sword. The game's continual updates and added layers of mechanics, while intended to keep things fresh, have made it more challenging for new players to navigate. The introduction of new features such as dungeons and various gear sets has created a steep learning curve for newcomers. This complexity can lead to shallow content as there are simply too many aspects to cover in a single video. Instead of exploring these complexities in meaningful ways, many creators opt for surface-level discussions that fail to engage their audience fully. Additionally, the decline in the uniqueness of Skyblock content reflects broader trends within the YouTube ecosystem. As gaming content becomes increasingly mainstream, there's a tendency for successful formulas to be copied and repeated. This dilution of originality can stifle creativity and excitement, transforming the YouTube scene into a battle for views and subscriber counts. Many new creators, in their eagerness to grow their channels, often fall into the trap of replicating the same ideas rather than contributing something new to the conversation. As a result, the current landscape of Skyblock content is one where many creators retrace old ground rather than forge new paths. As audiences, we crave innovation and new ideas. This has led to a sense of sameness that frustrates viewers, including myself, who remember the excitement of early Skyblock content. The new videos are just doing the same things over and over again, leading to fatigue and disappointment in lots of viewers' eyes, including myself. In conclusion, the evolution of Skyblock YouTube content highlights the challenges of having original content in a rapidly changing landscape. The early YouTubers set a high bar that is very difficult to match. Their engaging approaches created a community around Skyblock, but as new creators emerge, they often struggle to recapture that magic. The challenge for new creators lies in finding ways to innovate, to create content that is not only informative, but also engaging and exciting. As we look to the future, it remains to be seen whether the next generation of Skyblock YouTubers will find new ways to revive the unique charm that once defined this community. Will they embrace the complexity of the game and turn it into compelling narratives? Will they focus on creating a genuine connection with their audience rather than just chasing numbers? And on a final note, when is the foraging update, Hypixel? We've been waiting for years! Thank you so much for watching. A like and a subscription would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for 40 subs. This is my second video on the channel. I would really greatly appreciate it if you continue to support me. And this has been Dogs to Tech, and have a wonderful day.